Every football fan from around the world remembers where they were when Florentino Perez first proposed the European Super League. From the 18th to the 22nd of April 2021, the worldwide football community was at a civil war. Those 4 days of carnage felt like years for me, constantly refreshing Twitter for new information. Every time Fabrizio Romano would tweet with a picture of a corner flag with some club's badge on it, your heart would drop. Me being a Chelsea fan, I was suffering. If you don't remember, UEFA threatened to expel clubs that joined the Super League from the Champions League, and Chelsea, having recently made the semis, I was shitting myself at the very thought of all of that going to waste. Thankfully, it didn't. However, this confirmed that the Super League was more than just a competition to bring more eyes to the sport and engage young people. It was a war against UEFA. Thankfully though, most of us saw through the bullshit, and after days of protests and boycotts, clubs upon clubs began dropping out due to the extreme pressure from fans. I remember playing a midweek football match for my team that day, and at half time, one of my teammates' dads said that City and Chelsea had dropped out. Of course, after that news, it would have been rude if I had just gone back out on the pitch and not scored. So I had to hit a little outside the box into the bottom corner just for good measure. Messi-esque almost. Anyways, I'm going off topic, but honestly, I think this made the rich billionaire owners realise that the fans really do have that power. Anyway, this happened over 2 years ago. Why am I talking about it now? Well, you see, yesterday I was just minding my own business trying to play some 2K, which is bad in itself, when I check Twitter and I see this. Super League potential format announced. 64 teams, 3 divisions, Star, Gold and Blue, with promotions and relegations. 14 games each season per team, 7 at home, 7 away. It will be an open competition, 2 phases, league and playoffs. Sounds cool, right? As a fucking football manager concept. What is it with these lot trying to overcomplicate the sport? At first, you're hooked by words like playoffs and divisions, but doesn't that ring a bell? Oh yeah, the proposed format for the new Champions League. So they literally don't change anything, except adding a few more divisions like the Nations League, which was a huge success by the way. This pretty much confirms that all they're interested in is the money, which is fair enough because Real Madrid and Barcelona are in debt. Also, sorry, I just noticed Star, Gold and Blue. Like, they're really just trying to appeal to a younger demographic. Like, imagine you're a 50-year-old man going down the pub with your mates and you're talking about the thrilling battle for promotion from the Gold division to Star. It sounds more like 2 12-year-olds bragging about their Fortnite rank. Honestly, this should have just been dead and buried, but clearly Florentino Perez has bills to pay because he really wants a sweet slice of that UEFA check. He also released a speech, but it's a whole lot of GCSE paper 2 question 5 waffle. There was one part, however, which I found mildly interesting. From today, the present and future of European football are finally in the hands of clubs, players and their fans. Our destiny belongs to us and we have a great responsibility before us. Sorry, what? Are you going to pay me a commission as a fan or something? What about the Champions League isn't in the hands of the fans that will be in the Super League? Like, will I be able to vote for subs and give players red cards when I feel like it? Unsurprisingly, every football club shat themselves considering the backlash last time, so everyone was quick to reassure that they want nothing to do with it, which I find quite weird. You see, the last time when the ESL was first announced, we had around 12 founding clubs which had all agreed to the proposal. However, this time Florentino, just pretty much along with his Barcelona pals, had announced an open invite to clubs around the world. Real Madrid versus #United in the playoff semis will be a quality game, to be fair. In conclusion, I don't see anything coming from this at the moment. However, one thing is for certain, Florentino Perez is determined to push this through with force, to the point where in the near future, football may no longer be for the fans. Oh, also one last thing as well. Who remembers when Boris Johnson gained about infinite popularity points for standing against the Super League?
If I crash this car on a glide, don't worry about car getting dented. If I jump past me, my shine, this man's comes in a fucking million. Stack my bread and I got it invested. Wax on decking it, I test it. CP gang from the deepest trenches. Get back in them benches.